Hi everybody, welcome to This Week in Foosball. Thanks for tuning in. I got Miss Liz Ilmore. How you doing?
Good. Hey Carlos.
You just recently got married, huh?
I did.
What's his name?
Eric.
Eric
Moore.
He logs on onto the live feed.
He's hooked.
Oh yeah, he watches all the time. He sent you some smooches.
That's awesome.
How long you been playing?
20 years.
20 years?
With the break. 9-year break in there.
Yeah, I remember back in when I started going to Starbucks. Was it in the 90s, early 90s? You were playing back then. I didn't know you were around before then.
I was. 1989 was when I came around to my first tour stop.
I remember that now. I remember you coming into Houston. There was a major in Houston before. I think it's the only major that, besides Texas State, that's been there. I've never seen you there. Any titles?
A few. Unfortunately, I can't remember what years they all were, but the early ones, I know Melanie and I won women's doubles 3 times in a row. I think it was 90, 91, 92.
World Championships?
No, I was World Championships. Well, I have a couple that don't count. I have a couple designated mixed titles.
Well, I thought they all count.
They don't count. But I do have open mixed with Frederic back in 2000 Worlds, and then I won Worlds in women's singles last year.
Why would you say that the designated mixed doesn't count?
It's not really.
That's where you work the hardest.
You do work hard. It's a tough event for, I think, the goalie and a female.
Without doubt.
It's not easy. It's very challenging, very humbling.
It can take a long time and take a lot out of you.
It can take a lot out of you.
So
definitely.
you can't just say, oh, that didn't count.
Maybe it does. I enjoy it very much.
And so how many titles do you have total, do you think?
I'm not sure.
More than 5?
More than 5.
6, 7, 8, 9,
maybe 10 to 20, depending if we're doing just major tour stops or some state championships. There's a bunch.
You were originally from Tulsa?
Originally from Tampa.
Tampa. Okay, there you go.
Foosball roots anyway. It's born in Thailand, but
really?
Foosball roots, Tampa, Florida.
How'd you wind up in Oklahoma?
Well, I decided to play more foosball. So I left Tampa when I turned 18. Decided to come to Tulsa, move in with Melanie Tosh. I was playing a lot with Tommy Atkinson and Melanie, and came and learned the Oklahoma foosball style, which definitely complemented what I had already learned in Tampa. I was just going to stay for a while. And I never went back. I never went back to Tampa.
That's kind of, I would imagine, being a bit of a culture shock going from Tampa to Oklahoma.
A little bit. It wasn't too bad. I can live in a box. I can adjust to anything.
Yeah.
So I love Oklahoma.
That's good. You know, if you can't adjust, it goes with this game. If you can't adjust, you're not going to get ahead.
That's right. That's right. That's one of the challenges I've had to face coming back after taking a 9-year break, is that people don't play like they did 10 years ago. The game has evolved, and while I think I have a solid game, there are certainly some things I need to learn and tweak to stay competitive.
Yeah. How are you doing this weekend?
I struggled defensively, playing goalie a little bit. I haven't played a lot of forward, except for designated. Played pretty good, but didn't place. Open mix was a struggle for me this weekend. I'm not blocking well. I'm looking forward to the women's events. I'm looking forward to playing front and doing what comes up easier to me.
Yeah, you got a good front game.
I'm not playing bad, but I'm not playing great right now, so we'll see. I'd like to up it a little bit.
How did you get started playing? What happened?
Let's see, high school kid. Our high school hangout was across the street at a pool hall, and they had foosball tables and pool tables and that sort of thing. And one evening I went in there and they were running local foosball tournaments. I met the late Casey Pruitt, Johnny Horton, Tommy Moore, Ricky Eno.
You fell right into the mix then.
I was thrown, and they abused me. They did. They didn't give me any breaks, and was just really hooked on the way the ball sounded when it hit the back of the goal. Loved the game, and I just started playing. I was like, wow, this is great. And not long after that, they had a Florida State championships, and then not too much longer after that, they had the what was it in Atlanta? The Masters?
Masters, you said the Masters back.
Yeah.
It's been a while since they've had the Masters there.
That was in '89, and I played with Rick Eno. And I think it was novice mixed doubles. I won.
Really?
With him, and I was hooked. I was just like, okay, I'm done.
Get to play locally often?
I just started playing locally again. I have a family, so they're a priority, but I do try to get out twice a month to play a local. I have a table at home. So
what's the local scene like? Where are you?
I'm in Oklahoma City. I'm actually in a suburb of Oklahoma City called Edmond, and Tulsa right now has probably got the better scene, but I know Tommy Axon is working really hard to rebuild foosball in Oklahoma, and I'm going to do my very best to support that. On the other side of Oklahoma City, we have some great locations. There's an area in Bricktown that's downtown Oklahoma City with some great, it's almost like the Riverwalk in San Antonio. It's like a mini version. Very clean, very nice. We've got some tables in a great bar. Tommy's tables, they're not mine.
You're a mom, right?
I am a mom. I have 2 kids, 8 and 6. My boy Eli's 8. My girl's 6. She's awesome.
What do they think about you playing foosball?
They kind of like it. They like it when I come home with something.
Yeah.
They think it's really neat. So,
have you brought them to any of these events?
No, I haven't. I popped in on a Texas State a few years ago visiting Melanie Tosh, and I brought my kids.
Yeah, I remember seeing you there.
Yeah. I think I played one event just for fun.
Right. You gonna let them play?
Perhaps. Yeah. They don't really mess with the table very much at home, but if they have an interest, of course.
Right. If I had kids, I wouldn't let them play.
It's one of those things where you want to teach them, but these tournaments are hard. Not great for kids to be running around tournament room, but I would like for them to be able to enjoy, a new city and
I mean, foosball is good for kids because it helps with hand-eye coordination, camaraderie, sportsmanship. Teaches them good manners when it comes to winning and losing. How to compete, and it builds self-esteem when you win. It's good.
I agree. Maybe when they're a little older.
Yeah, maybe.
A little protective.
Do they know that mom is a celebrity in this sport?
Maybe a little bit. I don't really brag on myself that much. Eric does.
Does he? He's proud of you. I know when I see him on here, he's proud of you.
He is.
Do you have like a foosball room set up with all your trophies?
I don't. Now my mom does in Tampa. She still has all my early winnings in the 90s, all those major tour stop trophies there in the house, collecting dust. They're on the same table they've been on.
She's proud of you?
She is proud of me.
What did she think when you started playing foosball?
She hated it. She really had to trust me because I was so young and traveling with a bunch of foosball players. And it made her uncomfortable. Naturally, I think any mom would probably feel that way about her.
Yeah, those
going out of state and touring.
Those years back in the 80s and 90s were really tough with foosball, and the scene was could have easily gone in the wrong direction with it,
Absolutely.
But I think you did a great job. Somebody's asking here a question: how many different countries have you played in, Liz?
Oh, let's see. Well, I just got back from France from the ITSF tournament there. That was really cool experience. But prior to that, I played in Germany. Back when Grant Nelson, the kid, was still playing, we decided to take a fun trip and travel a little bit of Europe and play a tournament in Aschaffenburg, Germany.
How'd you do?
Had a blast. We did very well. We split mixed. I think with Frederick, the tournament was late. I don't remember how it went and everything else, but it was a good tournament. It was a lot of fun.
Did anybody there, did they know you? Did they recognize you?
Yeah. There were several people who knew me. Rob Ath told me a story at the ITSF tournament in France that he was at that tournament. He was 13 or something like that. And he said, I played him in singles and counted him. I don't remember. I told him, well, I said, that's probably going to be the other way around if that happened now. So he said, I hurt him a little bit.
Aww.
Hurt his ego a little bit.
Well, maybe it gave him incentive to practice a
It
little more.
probably did. He's definitely a good player.
Okay, once again, Liz Hill, world famous Liz Hill. Y'all see her, say hi to her. I appreciate you sitting down with us.
Absolutely.
And people have been asking for you to come and talk, so
Shucks.
now they get to listen and know a little bit more about you. So appreciate that.
Thank you, Carlos.
And thanks again for tuning in, guys, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
Good job. Good job. Awesome.